Okay, so basically these polytunnels are a way of enabling us to grow for a maximum amount of people but throughout the year, so that we have a veg box on a weekly basis. Our polytunnels and our field scale, which is I think in total just under about 5 acres of land, is going to be able to grow enough food for a weekly box for 120 local families, and the polytunnels enable us to keep the variety that we need throughout the year. So here we've got some mange tout, which for obvious reasons we probably wouldn't be able to grow outside, and over here the tomatoes waiting to go in, and there you can actually see what April in the UK can do to a plant. So we've got the outside leaves which have been affected by frost, even though they were brought into the tunnels to kind of give them a sort of more stable temperature. Thankfully the middle of the plant is absolutely fine, so they will grow, they will survive. But they look a little bit sorry today, but that is a definite reflection of UK temperatures. Over here we've got some beetroot coming out, and then eventually the polytunnels as a whole will have salads growing throughout the summer, and some plants, like in the other polytunnel that we saw, that we will start off here and then move out to the fields once they've got a little bit bigger. We need to make sure that we can provide vegetables all year round. So these polytunnels, essentially, we're using them at the moment to start some plants off, and they're fantastic for our salads, but what it'll mean later on is they'll suddenly become absolutely essential in the winter, when there might be only a few crops that are still surviving outside, but we can still start preparing early for the season here and keep maintaining a winter crop as we go on. But the way we've put them up is we've put up a sort of section of polytunnels, because what we want to avoid is any kind of monoculture, including polytunnel monoculture. So what we want is a field scale which has lots of diversity of crops that we can grow from seed or also from small plugs, and then a polytunnel area where we can grow stuff that wouldn't really thrive outside, or start things off that will thrive in here. So for instance, if you look right up at the back, there are some tiny things which look like blades of grass. They are in fact leeks, which we're going to start off here and then bring out to the field scale in a little bit, whereas our salads will remain here, and it'll mean that they're protected in here. And we're in the month of April. You wouldn't know I'm in a t-shirt, but at this time of year, especially during the hungry gap where we're never quite sure what the weather's going to do, having one zone where we can grow stuff away from the frost and in a warmer climate is absolutely crucial. So the polytunnels themselves come almost like as a sort of flat pack, let's say. And this year we had some three great guys coming down from Lancashire from First Tunnels to come and help put them up. But we did want to insist on a slightly different door frame. So I think you can probably see all the way down there. We've made the sort of door frame that we're able to open up, that's big enough to allow a very small tractor in, but also allow for aeration during the course, especially of the summer months, but try and keep the temperature at a stable temperature rather than things overheating, because even at this time of year you can have problems of the plants actually overheating or getting overly cold. So at the moment it's not mechanised, but the idea with the ventilation area is that eventually on quite a low budget we'll be able to mechanise it so that it can automatically open up and close depending on the temperature in the tunnels, to try and keep things as smooth as possible.